Bingo Blitz rules.
If your bingo has ads in it,
That's not a bingo.
if it doesn't have the coolest tournaments, mini games, and the most breathtaking design,
Nope, not a bingo.
if your bingo moment makes you feel so excited that you just want to burst in joy and scream out loud, bingo! Sorry, so you're playing...
Bingo Blitz? Now that's a bingo. Discover a world of excitement with Bingo Blitz, the #1 free bingo game. Download Bingo Blitz and play for free.
Now that's a bingo.
Ryan Reynolds here for, I guess, my 100th Mint commercial. No, don't. I mean, honestly, when I started this, I thought I only have to do like 4 of these. I mean, it's unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. How are there still people paying 2 or 3 times that much? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be victim blaming here. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save. Whenever you're ready.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
There's no better feeling than a personal win. And the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you do just that. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hello. Happy
Tuesday.
Welcome to See You Next Tuesday, the podcast where we read you the... exactly. You caught exactly what I said. I don't even need to repeat myself, but I will. Just, I assume you heard it. Where we read the results of last week's episode of But Am I Wrong? And this was the one that was a wee bit of a clusterfuck. So my apologies. This was the one that accidentally went up before the other one and was mislabeled. So I just, again, want to extend my apologies to everybody and let you all know that Melissa did, in fact, send me a text this week when she sent me the votes with all caps saying next week. And I was like, perfect.
I didn't know if you saw it.
I did. I've been out of it for the last couple of days or the last couple of weeks. Well, this is for 110.
Yep.
It's labeled as 109, everyone. It's 110. And let's hop into it. First up, Meghan wants to get rid of non-Olympic sports in the Olympics. 27% said I was wrong. 73% said I was not wrong. Honestly, I'm torn on this one. While I do believe that each sport has a time and a place, and with NFL finals and etc., they get enough recognition, I agree that if a certain sport is played worldwide, there should be a chance for them to go to the Olympics. And TBH, if we're taking Olympic breakdancing seriously, we may as well throw in whatever we want in there. So it turns out we're actually not.
That response was a little premature.
Yes. So I did some digging about this because was I obsessed with watching breakdancing? Yes. Mats did make us turn it off because he's like, I actually can't watch this any longer.
Yeah.
Each hosting country gets the opportunity to introduce one potential sport that only for like that year, and they can opt to upgrade it. Do you know what Los Angeles is suggesting? We have 2. Squash, which might be like a bigger one, but the one that I know for sure that LA said is lacrosse. And I said, Mons.
Oh, no, we had this
chance.
conversation.
Yeah, but like it is your chance to get out there on the field, get your little stick with your little net.
Yeah, he would start training with me.
Because he kept saying, he was like, there's no way that that's going to work because he's like, first of all, like not even every state in like the country plays lacrosse. Like it's not big everywhere. And he's like, it's really not international. He's like, this feels like we're rigging another sport so we get another medal. And I was like, yeah, and?
Okay.
So you say rigging, I say strategic gameplay.
Right.
So, yeah, but I read about that breakdancer about how she got her, like, did her dissertation in the history of it. Have you seen, like, the other update?
I'm doing, this is my But Am I Wrong?
Perfect.
So.
Perfect. Okay. So we won't go into it too much. Yeah, so RIP to Olympic breakdancing. I'm obsessed with the fact that, like, they were so not confident in, like, how it worked that they were like, we're just going to trust the experts on this. And that's why they had a panel of like 20 judges because they're like, I don't know how you judge it.
Yep. But also it was because ballroom dancing has been trying to get in. And it's part of the World Dancing Federation or something like that. And so ballroom dancing has been trying to get in. They keep getting denied, but they're like, ooh, breaking is a little cooler. Maybe they'll accept it. It was accepted, but then it's not accepted. So
also,
failure.
Ballroom dancing is exponentially like more worldwide recognition, I would say. So like you would think that would be what they would put in first.
Well, some people don't consider it a sport. They think of it as an art, while a lot of people consider, also with breaking, people consider that an art and not a sport. And like even the people that compete in it, they're like, this is an artistic thing that you don't really score on like this. So that's why a lot of like the people that we see on corners that can dance exponentially better than what we were seeing on screen, they either didn't participate or something that's prevalent in the community. Same with why there's so many children in the skateboarding category is because smoking weed is very prevalent. So therefore they do not qualify.
Yeah. I won't lie though. I was a little excited to see breakdancing in LA because I was about to be like, you bitches are about to get eaten the fuck up. Like we're gonna pull over the man who paints himself silver from Hollywood Boulevard and like you guys are fucked. Like we're about to crush you. Again, like walk down the street. You're fine. Like we're gonna have the best fucking team ever.
Even when I lived in Arkansas, in the like bus terminal where people like the school, not school bus, but the university buses. Yeah. Like there'd just be people practicing in there. And I was like, those people were exponentially better than what I'm seeing.
Yeah, what I saw on TV was similar to a guy I grew up with who decided he was going to become a B-boy. Melissa, when I tell you that I would be refreshing my Facebook like every week waiting for his new upload, because it was quite similar to the Australian. And specifically, I loved it because I watched it in college where at like Southern California, specifically IE, some of the best dancing ever. Like all of our fraternities and sororities were also like, oh, like half of them are Clipper girls, half of them are Laker girls. The guys are like choreographing fucking music videos. Like they're performing at the VMAs with people. Like great dancing. So it did feel, I was like, this is very Marin coded. It's just like a white girl coming in here and being like, watch me do the staircase. Sprinkler.
Oh my gosh.
Did anyone else write in for this? There we go. I love Olympic basketball. There are some things precious to me about watching all the pros relax because they aren't used to playing with a team full of people on their level. It's kind of cute. They're like having so much fun. Aww. Also, the U.S. crushes every Olympics. So the one season where I get to be patriotic, I will choose to keep the sports that I know we're good at. You know, that's also fair. And I will say I have changed my stance on basketball somewhat just from seeing the LeBron and Steph edits. Like I was loving that because as a Warriors girl, LeBron is not someone that we necessarily love and adore. But then seeing them together, I was like, oh my God, it's like your cousins What?
I was going to say, that's literally what I was saying, though.
No, I know, but I saw all the edits because I wasn't watching them play together. But then when I watched the edits, I was like, oh, no, it's like you finally stop fighting and like we can all come together. And now I'm like, you know, we're back to it. But I was like, okay, you're right. This is pretty sweet. But I only changed my stance on basketball. That's it. I don't change my stance on any of the other sports.
What were the other ones?
Well, okay, but I did also throw the caveat last time that I specifically mean the men's sports. Because like women should be going to the Olympics point blank.
And we dominated the Olympics for America, so.
Yeah. And so like women, yes. But I don't need golf at all. I didn't
see one highlight, one clip, one person talking about golf in the Olympics.
No,
I don't even know when it was. It wasn't even watching the recaps on Peacock. They didn't talk about it at all.
Mats didn't even watch it. Mats had no he
likes to just sit and watch golf.
He likes watching golf on YouTube from like tournaments from like 18 years ago. And he was like, why would I watch Olympic golf? Like, it's stupid. Like, no. So I think that needs to be gone. Women can stay. Soccer, again, the women can stay. Tennis, again, the women can stay.
But also with tennis,
they also shouldn't have to.
against tennis, especially because in 2 weeks
That's my issue.
doing the
whatever the thingy.
what's in New York? US Open.
Yes.
Which I recently learned that you can get free tickets to the first week or two when they're warming up per se. So I might try to go one year.
Yeah. Mott's and I would love to do that. That would be a good old fun time. But yeah, like I just think even Mott suggested, he goes, "Ooh, I wonder if they'll play tennis in Palm Springs." And I said, "In August? No. There's no, like, first of all, if they say that that's where they're going to be playing, because like there is a huge tennis tournament there, but it's in February. I was like, if they say that it's Palm Springs in August, I'm going to promise you nobody is coming to play.
It's on the website. Hold on. LA. What was it? LA 28 is the website?
Yes.
Did you sign up for the alerts?
Oh, I think so. Let me double check.
It's going to be in Carson.
So still fucking hot.
The tennis center in Carson.
Yeah. So those are ones that I'm like out on. And also they're reintroducing, I know they're introducing softball again, but I think they're reintroducing baseball. We don't need that. We do need softball because women are playing. Yeah, but it's going to be in Oklahoma. I know, which we're going to talk about on Fisting Friday because I found out something else is going to be in Oklahoma, and I'm so upset. So yeah, I will say basketball is the only thing that I've changed my mind on. Okay, I think that is officially it.
Okay.
As a podcast network, our first priority has always been audio and the stories we're able to share with you. But at Realm, we also sell some pretty cool merch, and organizing that was made both possible and easy with Shopify. When you think about successful businesses like Aloe or Allbirds or Skims, an often overlooked secret is the business behind the business that makes selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. That's because nobody does selling better than Shopify. It's the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret that's definitely worth talking about is that Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%. That's more happy customers and way more sales going. If you're hoping to grow your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling, on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout we use with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/realm, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/realm to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/realm.
Get softer, smoother, and more even-toned skin after just one use with the new Gentle Exfoliating line from Cetaphil. Formulated with a unique triple acid blend that promotes surface skin cell renewal, these gentle chemical exfoliators remove dead skin cells and refine skin's texture while hydrating, resulting in softer, smoother, more even-looking skin. Shop the new Cetaphil Gentle Exfoliating line in the face and body aisles at your local Target store or online at Cetaphil.com.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey, y'all. I'm JJ.
Hey, guys. It's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests to share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out Real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
All right, then mine is Melissa says men's gymnastics needs more sparkle. Someone said their outfits also need more sparkle. It just looks like they're warming up.
Facts.
Another person said Melissa's not wrong. I saw something maybe Meghan said it, that said that women's gymnastics is beautiful, incredible, athletic, and men's gymnastics has an air of, mommy, mommy, look what I can do.
Oh my God.
Someone else said, feels like the only issue is the music they'll be playing is probably boring straight music like Drake. They need country music or at least play Kendrick. I disagree with that after seeing interviews. I think that our team, that they would pick exactly what we want.
The U.S. team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The U.S. men's team. They're all girly pop. As a girly for equality, I definitely agree. Women and men's gymnastics both take incredible strength and balance. If the girls can do all that and add beautiful songs and dance, then these men can give us a cute little twirl and whirl. Agree. All right, that's it.
Then we have writer number 1. Would they be wrong to ask their boyfriend to take a step back from his friendship with a woman? 31% of the writer is wrong. 69% of the writer is not wrong. Someone said, in the grand scheme of things, as y'all said, if their boyfriend actually cared, the writer wouldn't have to feel burdened to ask him to take a step back. Any person who respects their partner wouldn't put them in this type of situation. No matter how much trust you think you built with your partner, there's still a level of respect that you have to follow when it comes to friendships. The fact that he didn't establish boundaries in the first place and had these issues in a previous relationship just shows his unhealthy patterns. There's no way his female friend isn't aware of how this comes off, and I wouldn't be surprised if she thought/wanted something to be going on between them. That's what I agree. That's without a doubt my stance.
Very well said.
He fully knows, and she does too. Like, everybody knows. I think the writer should ask to meet the girlfriend and post it as I want to meet the people who are closest to you, and feel it out that way. More evidence is needed to determine wrong or not wrong. I think controlling who your partner can hang out with is always wrong, so I can't vote for that. That being said, the partner in question is an asshole about this, and he is wrong. He definitely is doing this on purpose and messing with the writer's feelings and knows this hurts her and makes her uncomfortable and insecure. He manipulates her to, quote unquote, be okay with them hanging out by telling her about the ex situation, having to go behind her back. I personally think he probably just cheated on his girlfriend with this girl just by hanging out with her behind her ex's back. That's cheating to me. Doesn't matter that the ex was wrong for telling him to not hang out with her. Break up, but don't lie. This relationship is not healthy. I can't imagine this is the only thing that he gaslights her about. Big word, I know, but that's what it sounds like to me. And I know I can't judge that from just this one specific situation, but it just gives me an icky feeling. Yep. It's difficult, but there's definitely a conversation to be had. My boyfriend's best friend and flatmate is a girl, and since I met her, he has been very forthcoming about their friendship and wanting us to pursue one, which we have. I love her, and we get along so well. We've had a very open conversation about how I felt about their friendship and closeness so that it never becomes an issue when it would seem like she's coming in between us or would be a quote-unquote threat to our relationship. The writer needs to have a pretty serious, tough conversation about her feelings and boundaries with the boyfriend, and if he doesn't honor that, then there's an issue of trust being intentionally broken, even if nothing is going on. Writer is wrong if she hasn't put an effort to get to know the girl and see their interactions IRL. If she has and it's still raising red flags, then she's not wrong.
I disagree. I think that the boyfriend is the one that needs to initiate the friendship, though.
Yeah, I think if you are the one who you have to go out of the way to do that, then to me, it's not just that the boyfriend is sus, it's the other girl too. Because I think if the boyfriend is telling the girl, the female friend, don't reach out. Don't reach out to my girlfriend. Like, she's really not like that or whatever. But if you're trying and they're both shutting it down, then to me, I'm no. You don't just then have a boyfriend problem that he doesn't respect your boundaries. I think something is going on.
Mm-hmm.
I also think it's the girl's responsibility as well, because that's also I don't necessarily, I can love and trust my friend, but I also don't necessarily know what you're saying to your girlfriend and how as a woman I would feel and maybe not your intention, but how that comes across. And so my reputation is also on the line there. So we both have said this before and done this in our personal lives. I, as the friend, will be going out of my way to have a friendship with you and not put that on the new girlfriend.
Right.
At all. That's it.
All right. Then writer number 2. Are they wrong for wanting to ask their boyfriend to stop telling them about his day? 32% said the writer's wrong. 68% said the writer is not wrong. Someone said this boyfriend is purposely grossing you out. Tell him to stop being graphic. And if it doesn't work, he deserves one small rock in his shoe daily until he does stop. Someone else said time and place. and he did it at her birthday dinner. That quote honestly works because time and place, dude. I don't know what that is.
It's Tati Westbrook talking about James Charles. She goes, sucking dick and cock, time and place. We were at my birthday dinner.
Someone said, it's hard for me to believe that the writer's boyfriend doesn't get a rise out of knowing that this irritates them, even if it isn't a malicious way. It could be something along the lines of, look at all the cool things I get to do at my job that you could never do. Not necessarily trying to villainize the boyfriend, but he is a man. So, but if he really wanted to be considerate of the writer's feelings, he definitely would know how to alter his stories to still inform her about his day without making her squeamish.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Merry Christmas, everybody! My name is Eric Peterson. I'm here with my good buddy,
Danny Jordan.
And we are the hosts of Christmas Countdown Show.
We're so thrilled to be bringing the merriment to you all this holiday season. On Christmas Countdown, we love to count down our top 10 favorite things related to the holiday season. That could be food, movies, music, everything that we all love about this massively merry good time. So wherever you get your podcasts, make sure you click that subscribe button. Eric, are you ready?
I am ready, and we hope that you are too. Merry Christmas, everybody! Let's go!
Hey everyone, join me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa DeMonts, for Don't Blame Me, But Am I Wrong?
Each week, we deliver 4 fun-filled shows.
In Don't Blame Me, we tackle our listeners' dilemmas with hilariously honest advice.
Then we have But Am I Wrong, which is for the listeners that didn't take our advice. Plus, we share our hot takes on current events.
Then tune in to See You Next Tuesday for our listener poll results from But Am I Wrong?
And finally, wrap up your week with Fisting Friday, where we catch up and talk all things pop culture.
Listen to Don't Blame Me, But Am I Wrong on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Then we have My Wrong of the Week, Danielle Bernstein. 97% said she is wrong. 3% said she is not wrong. I like when you sent it to me, you said Rachel Bernstein. And I was like, I love that.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yep. And I was like, not on purpose, but it was like a Freudian slip. Like it's exactly as it should be. and I
she
knew what it meant.
seems like a Rachel.
No, without a doubt. I'm sure she's done a TikTok video about like names I was almost named. Listen to this. Crazy. Rachel. It's like, yeah, checks out. Fitting. Someone replied and said, over the past 3 weeks, I was on a work trip in Colorado and one of my cats got sick. He ended up being fine. There was just a day or so where he was throwing up a lot. The way that I was almost in tears, dramatic, I know, on the phone with the vet trying to book him the appointment and stressing for a day and a half trying to make sure someone could pick him up and get him back to my apartment. I was one step away from buying a plane ticket to go home to make sure everything was fine. I can't imagine one of my animals having cancer than going on a trip. Even if she was hoping to be engaged on that trip, I would hope your partner would advise you, number one, to not post dumb shit on the internet, or number 2, postpone the trip in order to take care of your terminally ill pet. Even if this whole charade was about keeping up a good image on the internet, by acting like she cares about things other than herself, she's doing an insanely bad job at that. That is spot on. Just an update for everybody. She actually did not get engaged. She definitely thought she would because she was wearing white outfits pretty much the entire time. And then she also was like posting a Q&A being like, oh my gosh, like how do you guys like split the cost for this? And then this I find quite embarrassing for someone who like thought this was her engagement trip, was like, we split the cost of all of this. And I was like, so is she implied at first it was kind of like a work trip? It's not. Like they went for fun. And then also I was like, girl, I don't think this is your engagement trip. Like you bought this. And then like a lot of people are thinking that maybe he didn't split so much of the cost. I don't know how much money this guy's making. And it was like, it was giving the vibes that like she planned this trip, paid for the trip, and was like hoping that his half would be proposing. And that didn't happen. And And then she like posted photos of like, I guess their hotel room. And it's like, oh my God, look what he did. Like, it's like there's roses everywhere. And like, he's taking me to like a Michelin star restaurant, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, I've been to this hotel before. Like, they just do this for people. Like, this is not, he didn't do this. So she didn't get engaged and her dog still has cancer. So
how embarrassing for her.
So, but she has a humiliation king. She absolutely has to at this point. She also like launched a whole jewelry line of like crosses and was like, I love this aesthetic.
Is she Jewish?
Yes. And like specifically, she's like picking like old like Italian like specific like ones that I go, to me, it's giving the Pope is a pedophile. Like, this is not the era of Catholicism I would like romanticize as being like fashionable. You know?
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. Okay. That's it.
All right. And then my proposal was Gavin Newsom. 97% said that Newsom is wrong. 3% said he is not wrong. Someone said, listen, earlier today, and I already forgot who this is, but I see white man and I know he's wrong. Fair assessment?
He's giving like bad, like, you know, when Fitz is like being a dick and you're like, you're doing everything wrong. This is the era of that he's giving.
It's like 1 week he'll do something great and then the next week. And it's been like that for the last couple years. It's like every other week he just, actually since the pandemic, everything shut down, but me and my friends are going
Hawaii
out to eat.
No, it is giving like, what is it? Season once Olivia, after they break up and she moves out of the White House and he's just like, and then he does something, you're like, oh, okay, he's back. And then he just fucks it up again. And this is what that's giving. It's giving late seasons Fitz. And that's, I need you to clean it up. And I actually haven't finished the last season, so I don't know if I want him to end on that same note, but I'll hopefully watch and report back.
You should finish it.
I know I want to.
But why haven't you?
Because I am with a man who I love dearly, but he needs to binge a show, but then he will inevitably get tired of it right before it ends. So usually in the last, if it like, depending on how many seasons it is, but I swear to God, if it's 2 seasons, he will get tired of it halfway through the second one. If it's 6 seasons, he'll get tired of it halfway through season 5. 12 seasons, we can get up to where we literally have the last one left. And he finally came back around and we're watching Blacklist again. But the issue is he always wants to start from the beginning. And I go, we're never going to finish if you do this. You're going to get burnt out again. So we picked up Blacklist where we left off. And my goal is to finish Blacklist. And then he will hopefully let us finish Scandal. And then I want to finish Criminal Minds because we have the season finale of that one left, which I had that one left before we even started dating. And he'll want to watch all of that again. And I'm like, no, we have to just finish it.
Yeah, I have a list of shows that I haven't finished, but Scandalous.
I know.
It's one of them that I actually rewatched the pilot.
It's a great pilot.
The other day. I was watching the pilot for a few shows. Scandal was one of them.
We did also watch the season finale of Lost because we gave up. And we were like, let's just skip ahead and watch the season finale.
I'll never watch that show, so.
Melissa, the way that J.J. Abrams was essentially like, you gave me all this money and I wanted to make this a movie. You guys made me make this a fucking TV show with all these seasons. I'm going to make, on purpose, he was trolling. Like, he trolled with it. And everybody's so confused. The entire Wikipedia page for it is like up for interpretation of being like, I get, or maybe, but like, what? And I was like, oh, he literally is like, mwahahaha, like, you fuckers. And I was like, good God.
I don't like planes, so I'll never watch that show.
That's fair. You don't need to watch the show.
Yeah. It
could have been a miniseries.
If it doesn't have a satisfying ending.
No. And also, again, it's a miniseries. It should have been 1 season. And he clearly wanted it to be 1 season. And they were like, keep pushing it forward. And so there's not even necessarily like loose ends to tie up. There's just like string everywhere. It's just like a hairball.
All right, then. And then someone else said, the hate that people have for unhoused people actually disgusts me. These people literally have nothing left and are doing their best to keep things afloat. And all these dumbasses want to do is take money away from them and continue to displace them. It's almost as if we fix the problem of people being unhoused by giving them safe shelter, food, and ability to get suitable and ethical work, and if they need it, giving them a safe way to handle, manage substance usage would actually fix the problem of these overcrowding the cities. Continuing to move them around just relocates the problem and creates even more chaos. This is disgusting, and I truly can't fathom how someone can have that much hate inside of them. Well said.
Yep. That is it for this episode. We hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for writing in. Don't forget to write in and vote for last week's episode. We will be reading the results again. And we've got all of our other podcasts that you have to look forward to this week. We have a new episode of But Am I Wrong, as well as our...
That came out yesterday.
You're right. We have a new episode of Don't Blame Me that's coming out on Thursday. And then we have Fisting Friday, which we're gonna gab, we're gonna talk, we're gonna chat.
All right.
Fist you later.
This isn't Fisting Friday. We'll see you next Tuesday.
I'm struggling so hard.
Welcome to the small town of Chinook, where faith runs deep and secrets run deeper. In this new thriller, religion and crime collide when a gruesome murder rocks the isolated Montana community. Everyone is quick to point their fingers at a drug-addicted teenager, but local deputy Ruth Vogel isn't convinced. She suspects connections to a powerful religious group. Enter federal agent V.B. Lauro, who has been investigating a local church for possible criminal activity. The pair form an unlikely partnership to catch the killer, unearthing secrets that leave Ruth torn between her duty to the law, her religious convictions, and her very own family. But something more sinister than murder is afoot, and someone is watching Ruth. Chinook, starring Kelly Marie Tran and Sanaa Lathan. Listen to Chinook wherever you get your podcasts.
Contained herein are the heresies of Radolf Buntwine, erstwhile monk turned traveling medical investigator. Join me as I study the secrets of the divine plagues and uncover the blasphemous truth that ours is not a loving God, and we are not its favored children. The heresies of Radolf Buntwine, wherever podcasts are available.
Do you love Disney? Do you love top 10 lists? Then you are going to love our hit podcast, Disney Countdown. I'm Megan, the Magical Millennial.
And I'm the Dapper Danielle.
On every episode of our fun and family-friendly show, we count down our top 10 lists of all things Disney. The parks, the movies, the music, the food, the lore. There is nothing we don't cover on our show.
We are famous for rabbit holes, Disney-themed games, and fun facts you didn't know you needed.
I had Danielle and Megan record some answers to seemingly meaningless questions. I asked Danielle what insect song is typically higher pitched in hotter temperatures and lower pitched in cooler temperatures.
You got this.
No, I didn't.
Don't believe that. About a wish coming true? Well, I didn't either. Of course, I'm just a
cicada. I'm crying. I'm so sorry.
You win that one.
So if you're looking for a healthy dose of Disney magic, check out Disney Countdown wherever you get your podcasts.